mysterious planet ejected from black hole at center of galaxy war and could soon impact Earth. A literally mind-bending new 737-page report circulating in the Kremlin today, prepared by Aerospace Defense Forces (ADF). Scientists states that this past January's confirmation by the California Institute of Technology, Caltech, of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, 2005 discovery of a new planet in our solar system has been confirmed to be linked to information supplied to the Federation from two American space program experts who over the past 17 years have warned our Earth is under threat of destruction and the myths of our past should now be believed. According to this report, in early 1999, the Federation, at its embassy in Washington, D.C., received an unsolicited trove of documents from a Kennedy Space Center (KSC) computer programmer named Lloyd Albright, who stated that he was part of a team of experts tasked with compiling data on threats posed to U.S. space shuttles from the believed to be debris nearing Earth from the July 1994 impact on the surface of planet Jupiter of comet Shoemaker-Levy 9, which NASA had calculated would take 5 years to travel from Jupiter to Earth. Albright's information, this report continues, showed no direct threats to U.S. space shuttles flights in 1999, but did foresee the potential for debris interference from the Jupiter region with our Earth occurring in late 2002 to early 2003, which coincided with the February 1, 2003 destruction of Space Shuttle Columbia when it attempted to re-enter Earth's atmosphere. Most astonishing, alarming about Albright's information though, this report notes, were the NASA computer calculations relating to a massive, major disturbance of objects located in the asteroid belt between the planets Mars and Jupiter that could only be caused by the interference of an as-yet unidentified large gravitational force, that is an unknown planet. Shortly after the Federation's receiving Albright's information, this report says, American news agencies reported, in August 1999, that he had been arrested in the state of Ohio where he had been found living in a cave due to his fears that a meteor was going to hit Earth and cause a destructive tsunami 60 meters, 200 feet, high, and all subsequent information about him in this ADF report remains highly classified. Following Albright's warnings, suspicions to the Federation in 1999, this report continues, on February 2, 2007, U.S. astronaut and Navy Captain Lisa Novak presented herself to the Federation's embassy in Mexico City where in an extended interview, via teleconference, with ADF scientists she detailed her 4 July 17, 2006 Discovery Space Shuttle mission stating that everything is known now, Pluto is going to take the fall, Jupiter will be the first to go, they won't tell anyone the truth. And I've never believed the Bible, but now I have to. Upon Captain Novak's return to the United States from Mexico City, this report notes, within days she was arrested in Florida and charged with the attempted kidnapping of what was said to be her lesbian lover who was a U.S. Air Force engineer, which were soon upgraded to attempted murder charges. In 2009, however, this report says, Captain Novak pleaded guilty to lesser charges, receiving a sentence of 1 year probation, and in 2010 she was demoted from captain to commander and discharged from the U.S. Navy, and in 2011, all records of her case were sealed, and all subsequent information about her in this ADF report remains highly classified. The complications of synthesizing this massive ADF report, and Albright's and Captain Novak's contribution to it, are staggering due to the complexity of the science involved and the highly classified portions not allowed to be publicly known, but in its barest essence, here is what it says. Both Albright and Captain Novak provided evidence to the Federation detailing NASA's knowledge of new planet in our solar system, with Captain Novak's 2006 Space Shuttle mission providing the most conclusive evidence of this being so. Captain Novak further provided proof that in NASA fearing that other scientists around the world would soon discover what they did about this new planet, and in order to keep the public confused, misdirected, demoted, downgraded Pluto from being a planet on September 13, 2006 after the scientific results from her July 2006 shuttle mission were confirmed, with the reasoning being so that they could change their 2005 findings of a 10th planet, to being known now as our solar system's ninth planet. That distinction being that should this new planet be named the 10th one, the biblical and mythological overtones upon the public would become impossible to control. Also to be noted about Albright's and Captain Novak's information used by the ADF in this report were the NASA calculations they providing showing that Jupiter would come under an increasing assault attack from this new planet, and has been confirmed by not only the 1994 comet Shoemaker-Levy 9 strike upon it, but also the strikes on it occurring in 2009, in 2012, and just last week in 2016, all of them giving credence to Captain Novak's 2007 warning to ADF scientists that Jupiter will be the first to go. As to where this mysterious new planet comes from, and is only the third true planet discovered since ancient times, ADF scientists in this report state, is from the center of our own Milky Way galaxy, and has been on an orbital path towards us for nearly 5 billion years. The evidence supporting this ADF claim, this report continues, was confirmed this past November, 2015, when NASA looked nearly 5 billion years into the past with their telescopes, including the Nuclear Spectroscopic Telescope or NuSTAR, and observed the impossible that had never happened before, a massive object ejecting itself from the supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy, and having so much energy NASA scientists can only compare it to the total energy that is emitted by the entire galaxy. With the age of our Earth being generally accepted to be 4.54 billion years old, with an error range of 50 million years, this report says, this mysterious object ejected from the center of our galaxy could very well now have not only entered into our solar system, but is more than likely to be the new planet Caltech has recently announced their discovery of. But not totally to science do ADF scientists make this astonishing supposition, but rather to ancient myths, especially since this mysterious new planet originated from the supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy in Sagittarius and near of the constellations Sagittarius and Scorpius. Unlike Western scientists who discard the ancient knowledge of our world, Russian scientists examine these ancient myths to find, if any, their connections to modern discoveries, which in this particular case, as this report details, leads them to the oldest such stories of our world regarding Sagittarius, which the Babylonians identified as the god Nergal, a strange centaur-like creature firing an arrow from a bow portrayed in hymns and myths as a god of war and pestilence and the deity who presides over the netherworld and of whom the Hebrew Bible warned about. And in its rather frightening conclusion, ADF scientists note that in the world's oldest creation epic, the Babylonian Enuma Elish, that the more familiar book of Genesis is based on, both the Earth and its destroyer, the newly discovered planet believed ejected from the supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy, were born at the same time, but will meet in the last days when the final judgment will come, and as most widely known from the Bible's book of Revelation that warns. The third angel sounded, and a great star fell from heaven, burning like a torch, and it fell on a third of the rivers and on the springs of waters. The name of the star is called Wormwood, and a third of the waters became wormwood, and many men died from the waters, because they were made bitter. The fourth angel sounded, and a third of the sun and a third of the moon and a third of the stars were struck, so that a third of them would be darkened and the day would not shine for a third of it, and the night in the same way.